part of your business is driven by the outcome-led pricing, and you also work a lot on the regulated industry side of it.
So one of the areas that we've looked at seeing is how can we parcel this problem into smaller parts, right? And one example of that is take the denials management side workflow itself, right? From the time a health system receives a denial receipt, which is step one in the process, to potentially going out there and determining what's the root cause for the same, to then going out there and generating an appeal letter, and then submitting the appeal letter, right? 4 steps in the process. Why is this critical, right? A, it's high volume. So there's a bunch of these claims that are coming in on a regular basis. Number 2, it's financially material. Look at the context that I provided right at the outset. 60% of denied claims are not appealed, right? Third, if you look at the number of people required to do this, there's a scarcity of denial specialists available. So the metric that then comes into play, if you now start thinking about it, is not just a denial overturn rate, which would have been the standard metric, but you start saying, let's look at this in the context of the net recovery that you got for every denied dollar. Now, if let's say the denied dollar was for $1, if you were earlier collecting only 40 cents and now you're getting 58 cents, or pick your number. That difference is very easy for a CFO to understand and say, I can bank this.